Sorry, Zelda Tat on Instagram. That looks amazing. Thank you. I'm probably getting 2B next from Nier Automata. So she's probably gonna be like kind of on my back, and then her legs are gonna go down my arm like that. Literally the waifu sleeve. That's the idea. I wouldn't mind 2B on my back. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, what does that mean? Can you please elaborate what that means? Is it that you would like Nier Automata's 2B of Yorha to put her robotic vagina on your back? If so, hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. You gonna match 2B's ass with yours? Yeah. I'm not certain she has one of those. Listen, I've seen many pictures on the internet, and I'm pretty sure she has a little. She has a goblin. My D&D group. I made a tweet about this, but my D&D group on Saturday went a completely different direction than what I had prepared for, which I'm usually fine with, but I think this time it was particularly annoying because I was late to the session because I was preparing. So I was like, oh my god, I'm late. Well, at least this is gonna be a great session. They're gonna fucking, you know, see some crazy shit this time. And then they sure as fuck went right back to the place that they just were at, and I had to come up with a whole bunch of shit that happens in the place that they were just at. Did rocks fall? No. So it started with, you know, I kind of gave them a little side quest thing, and then they went somewhere else, and then I was just like, okay. So then eventually I just threw a dragon at him, but it was cool. I think it rounded off a lot of cool things in that area, so I'm happy how it turned out. It seemed like they really enjoyed it. I'll just throw dragon at players. Yeah, drop a dragon on them. That'll teach them. Fuck this, here be dragons. Was it a bad dragon? There was a bad dragon joke said, and it made me think of you guys. Kind of want to do another D&D campaign, but it's already so much work doing just one. But I like it. I like D&D. I like DMing. It makes me happy. Ever play Pathfinder? I think the most I've ever DM'd has been Pathfinder. I'm very nostalgic for that system. I never got to try Pathfinder 2 though. That's something that I would like to look into. 5e is so, like, it's flawed, but it's so easy for people to get into. And I really like DMing for people who aren't that experienced players, because then they won't realize that I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, and I just improvise everything. Improv is the best part of D&D now. I think so. I think it's nice. I don't know if I told you guys I've been doing this improv. Yeah, I did tell you guys. I've been doing this improv class group thing, just to kind of put my improv to the whetstone again, and it's a lot of fun. That plus D&D, I think I'm definitely kind of fully ingrained in the world of improv, which is good because I used to do that a lot as a young lad. Always have great ideas for stories. Never make full plans because your plays can and will do something. Yeah, your players will can and will do something else. That's why it's, if you have a good story, just write a book. Don't make a D&D campaign. If you're DMing a D&D campaign, the idea should be you want to be, well, I don't know. I don't want to say it a DM. All DMs are different. And sometimes railroading can be good. Need to improve my improv my improv. Yeah, the best way to do it is just keep doing it. Improv groups are great too because it's a place where like everybody is there to do it. So you just play little improv games and stuff that help you get more comfortable with it. And a lot of it really is kind of putting yourself out there. I've never heard of Blades in the Dark. The only systems I've played, I think, so I've done a lot of D&D 3.5, a lot of Pathfinder, a good amount of 5e, L5R, which is Legend of the Five Rings, which is a really great system. And then I did one game that was like live at Con Bravo that it was like something in Monsters. I can't remember. Marvels and Monsters or something. It was pretty good. Very low prep and story can go anywhere. That's cool. You need to go in the local library, but they're always fully booked. Damn. Yeah, fancy term for linear campaign is, well, railroading is more like when you force the players who could otherwise do something else go through the story that you've prepared. Monster and Mutants. That sounds correct. We did an Avatar: The Last Airbender style tabletop RPG, and that was really fun. And we did it in the Monster and Mutants system. If you ever look on my my shelf, there's like an airbender symbol. It's like an airbender fuck, what is it called? Perler. I got it from that. That was like their gift to me. You thought about doing D&D content, like streaming a campaign? I have, but it's so hard because having a chat is distracting. Players want to read chat, and it's just by nature, I feel like it can kind of fuck shit up. I mean, in the times that I've done it, it's been for like charity and stuff. I've DM'd some games that were streamed over with Roll20, and there was one game that it was in person. It was an in-person D&D game, and we did this system that it was still in 5e, but the idea was all the characters are characters from Super Smash Bros. The first game had like, it was like Banjo-Kazooie, Joker, and Isabelle or something, and that was fun. Take away from the immersion. Well, yeah, and also there's some metagaming aspects to being able to have, a chat to bounce off ideas too. So like, but it sucks because like if I was streaming, I wouldn't want to make the rule that you can't look at chat because that just feels awful, and they're gonna do it anyway. I was part of a group that was like an online thing with Brett Ultimus, and it was like, don't read chat, and then we're like, okay, and then we read chat. That was really fun. Smash Needed. Yeah, it was cool. It's the first one was tough because they were all support classes, so they had a really hard time and they got full party wiped, and everyone blamed me. They're like, oh, Jules is like a shitty DM. I'm like, I mean, it just wasn't very well balanced because like they couldn't pick their characters either. The characters were picked by donation incentive. Long story short, Brass Knuckle from The Legend of Zelda snapped Isabelle the dog's neck. It was bad. It was very bad. We did another one where it was the same concept, where it was like Luigi, Sephiroth / Link. It was like Link, but shape-shifted into Sephiroth. I don't fucking know. It was weird. And they were in like the Mushroom Kingdom, and that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's tough. I would like to do more stuff with it because I really do love D&D and I love DMing. It's one of my. I think it's probably, I'd feel comfortable saying it's one of my passions. But it's a lot of work, and I don't know. My favorite part is playing the game, and I feel like at this point, until I do it so constantly that like my prep time doesn't take literally as much as a session does. Because so I used to homebrew everything. I used to make my whole, like, I lost myself in coming up with my own huge fucking world for my players back in like kind of college, or pre-college. It was like after high school, but I took 2 years off after high school, and I worked, jerked off, and played video games, and started a YouTube channel. I don't know, it's so much work. So I've been doing like pre-made campaigns, like stuff like officially published by like, Wizards of the Coast and stuff. And that's been fun because it's providing me like insight into like what a campaign that, what a different campaign would read like. Because, I know the way that I do it, and I know the way that I do it with my own notes and everything else. But being able to like read something and see like specifically like, okay, here's the thing, and the players need to get, roll this perception or something to see this happen and stuff, and I'm like, oh, interesting. Like, so it kind of also like shows me another way that I could do something that I've done before. I really like this pre-made campaigns. It provides the structure. Yeah, the tricky thing is reading. There's so much fucking reading. So something I thought about doing is just pre-made campaigns and just pretty much having a unbiased opinion on the campaigns, and just kind of being like, there's also like one of my favorite parts of it is like if there's something that's stupid about the campaign, I get to be like, I don't know, I didn't fucking write it. like I'm fucking DMing it, but like if there's just like a fucking a twist that's stupid, I'm just like, I'm just the middleman, man. I want to do pre-made campaigns, but all my friends want to DM, only want to make their own stories. Yeah, don't shot the DM. Exactly. Yeah, so like there's something that I think like maybe not streaming it, but doing something more of like a podcasty kind of thing where like we film it or something, and like it's done and edited. I think that could be something I'd be more interested in than a straight up like streamed game. Dimension 20 does podcast, D&D. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I don't know, man. Kind of want to do Ravenloft. I want to finish Storm King's Thunder with a group. Started doing that with my roommates, and we got pretty far, but not too far. Looking at about 30 seconds green, my friends. We'd love to fucking see it. All right. It's in there, man. It's fucking in there. The run is in here somewhere. We can do it.